Imagine sleeping on subway floors, taking care of your toddler son, and still dreaming of Wall Street. Sounds impossible? Meet Chris Gardner, the man who went from homeless to a millionaire stockbroker and inspired the world. This is not just a story. It's a revolution of hope, grit, and unbreakable dreams. Stay with us. Every great story has a beginning. Some start in castles, others in comfortable suburbs. But some, like Chris Gardner's, start with nothing, not even a home. This is the extraordinary true story of a man who refused to give up. A man who showed the world that dreams, determination, and a father's love can change everything. This is the story of Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner was born on February 9th, 1954, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. His early life was anything but easy. Raised by his mother, Betty Jean, Chris faced brutal poverty, domestic violence, alcoholism, and fear. His stepfather was abusive, and the family often lived in terror. But amid the chaos, Chris's mother planted seeds of hope. She told him, "Son, you can do or be anything you want." Those words, small and simple, became the foundation of a dream that would one day move mountains. Chris's early adulthood was a maze of jobs and survival. After a brief stint in the Navy, where he met a surgeon who inspired his early ambitions, he considered a medical career. But life had other plans. He moved to San Francisco and tried selling medical equipment. Money was tight, dreams felt distant, but one moment changed everything. One day, Chris saw a man step out of a red Ferrari. Chris asked him two questions. "What do you do?" And "How do you do it?" The man was a stockbroker. Right there, standing on a sunlit street, Chris decided he would become one too. Dreams cost, and for Chris, the price was almost everything. Trying to break into finance without a college degree, he faced rejection after rejection. His girlfriend left him, and he found himself alone, caring for his toddler son, Christopher Jr. With no steady income and no family support, Chris and his son slipped into homelessness. They slept in subway station bathrooms, at shelters, and wherever they could find safety. Chris was working as an unpaid intern at Dean Witter, competing against Ivy League graduates, all while trying to keep his little boy fed and safe. Chris's days were grueling. He would arrive at Dean Witter early in the morning, dressed sharply, even though he had no home to go back to at night. His strategy? Make more calls than anyone else. While others made 35 to 40 calls a day, Chris pushed for 200. He had no safety net. Every day was a battle. But quitting? Not an option. Each night he returned to the homeless shelters, cradling his son and whispering promises of a better life. At the end of his 6-month internship, there was only one full-time position available. Against every odd imaginable, lack of education, lack of connections, lack of a home, Chris Gardner won the job. The moment he was offered a paid position at Dean Witter, he knew the worst was over. Now earning a steady paycheck, Chris and his son moved into their first apartment. No more shelters, no more fear. But Chris wasn't done dreaming. In 1987, after several years of success in finance, he founded his own brokerage firm, Gardner Rich and Company. Based in Chicago, it started in a small apartment with just $10,000 in startup capital and a whole lot of heart. His company would go on to make millions. Chris Gardner, the man who once slept in bathrooms, became a millionaire entrepreneur. Chris's story was so powerful that Hollywood came calling. His memoir, The Pursuit of Happyness, was turned into a major motion picture starring Will Smith. The film captured the raw struggle, the crushing heartbreak, and the soaring triumph of a father who refused to give up on his son. or himself. In one unforgettable cameo, Chris Gardner himself walks past Will Smith at the end of the movie, a subtle, powerful moment where real life meets cinematic legacy. Today, Chris Gardner isn't just a success story, he's a symbol. He dedicates his life to helping others, supporting homeless initiatives, speaking to at-risk youth, and inspiring millions through keynote speeches. His message is clear. You can make it. No matter how hard, no matter how dark the path seems, never give up. Chris Gardner's story teaches us some powerful lessons. 1. Dream big even when you have nothing. 2. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. 3. Being there for your family is priceless. 4. Pain is temporary. Success is forever. 5. Your circumstances don't define your future. Your determination does. As Chris says, the cavalry ain't coming. You gotta do it yourself. From sleeping in a subway station to ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, Chris Gardner's life is proof that no dream is too big and no situation too small to overcome. He didn't just pursue happiness, he caught it. And now, he shares it with the world.